says LR on it, and that gets to your second drum, which I currently have set up for the whip line that I'm running off my boom. You can see the heel goes in by 2 bolts, and not really too much to say about this side. Same style with the weights, so not really too much to say. Now, getting to the boom and the heel. The heel is very nice. I personally am a very large fan of the large Liebherr, I guess, sign or whatever you want to call it on the boom. Booms really aren't that detailed. They're just booms. Not really much to say about them. I mean, just another boom. Now, the heel has the winch for the luffing jib, which is right here. Now, at first, I was a little worried if it would have enough line for the luffer. Surprisingly, it does. I mean, honestly, I was going to run the luffer off one of the winches on in the car body of the crane, but it does have enough. Currently, I have the jib at a 90-degree angle, and you can see how much line is in it. The winch is operated by the key, push against it, and twist the key. The pennant lines, which are these bad boys right here, are the same. I mean, I would go over each one for the boom, luffing mast, and jib, but they're the same things. They're nice, they're metal, and they're bolted in. I mean, honestly, there really isn't much to say about it at all. Now, I'll zoom out and show you the configuration I have it set up in. See the jib I have with the full amount of jib that they give you. I have other videos of it, but currently I have the boom pretty far back. I'm pretty sure that's as far as it could go, and with the jib almost like a non-luffing tower crane. Now, the luffing masts on the model are very nice. I like them a lot. The sheaves on the luffing masts are very, very, very nice. They roll so smoothly, and unlike if you have like a TWH model, the sheaves kind of slide back and forth a little. These are perfect. I mean, literally, I can't find them any better. And the string for them is also very nice. Now, another good thing that they did, and I'm glad that these manufacturers are starting to do this, they added a tie-off point right here where you could tie off the line. And I'm glad that they did that, because usually you don't know where to tie it off. But they did add a tie-off point, which I like a lot. Now, I'm going to put it back on the tripod, because it's easier to watch when it's on a tripod. And I'm going to raise the tripod up, because there's one thing that they didn't do and they should have. Although the collector, or whatever you want to call it, could very easily do it. Now, the one thing that they didn't do, and I know that they definitely should have, was made the heel on the jib and the luffing masts detachable, and they didn't. So technically speaking, if you don't know how to pop 2 pins out and drill 2 more, you're not going to be able to just put boom on this model. And personally, I'm a very big fan of it with just the boom, although I do like the jib. In order to just run the boom, you have to pop 2 pins, there's one right there, one on the other side, and then drill that pin out. I don't know why they didn't do it. I mean, they made the tracks come off, basically everything break down for transport, but yet they didn't do that, and I really don't know why, but I mean, they went as far as doing all that other stuff, but they didn't do that. Why? I don't know. They should have. Not like it's hard to do anyway, but it's just the point, because right now I would have had to set it up with just the boom right now, but I don't feel like drilling it out. So getting on to the jib. The jib is very heavy, which is nice. It's not too heavy for the models to support, but it is pretty heavy. I only have one other crane model, that's the 18,000 with a jib, so I was really excited to get this. It's just, I like cranes with jibs, I don't know why. Just the boom, it's boring, I like to see him reach out. Now the tip on the jib is really nice. You can see it has the wheels on the end, so when you boom down or jib or boom up, the jib rolls on the ground. Really cool. I like that. And surprisingly, the hook block is actually pretty big. One of my biggest concerns when getting it was how small the hook block was going to be, but it's much bigger in person than it is in pictures. Although I do want a bigger hook block. It's definitely really nice. And also is the paint and how they added the small nuts and bolts. I really don't like to install the small nuts and bolts, but it feels more secure than having the screw. So for the price of it, definitely worth it. I like the model a lot. It's greatly detailed. Definitely worth the money. Just really awesome. And if you're into cranes, definitely get one. They're coming out with 2 liveries. I really want to get the Felbermeyer one. And hope you like the review.